Okay, everybody, we're gonna do some squirrel cleaning here. And as you can see, we got ourselves 4 squirrels, pail of water, some equipment here. I saw this on Meat Eater, and so got to give a shout out to those guys. We're gonna try it their way. Those guys are pros. We're just amateurs here. So let's see what we can do. Okay, so we get that set up right. There we go. So we're supposed to dip them in water here first. This is supposed to keep the hair from getting everywhere. So I got a nice bucket of warm water. We're gonna dip them, and then we're gonna do what they recommend here, which is first thing we do is actually cut off their tail. I grab a, let's just put this guy down here, container here. There we go. Little container for parts. Make sure Pal stays out of that. Pal, leave it. So the first thing we do is cut off the tail. And then we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna cut off all the feet. These are not the perfect shears to do this with, but we did this once before to practice. They seem to work okay, all except for getting the head off. So that's step one, cut off all the feet and the tail. And then the next step is to cut off the head. And so normally if I had the right ones, I'd just snip off its head, but I don't. So what we're gonna do here is we're just gonna do it the old-fashioned way. And we're gonna chop his head off this way. There we go. Pal, leave it. There we go. All right. So now that we've got that there done that way, the next thing is we're just gonna clip the fur around the midsection. Try not to get into the abdominal cavity when we start down there. You just want to go around, all the way around. You do this with a knife. Probably do this with a nice sharp pair of scissors. You can see we're just going to go all the way around. Get that little layer of skin. Try not to get into that abdominal cavity too much. There we go. We are all the way around. And so the trick here now, get some fur on my fingers here, is to pull, and you can see how easy this is. It comes right off. Okay, stuck in there. There we go. Now as it starts to come off, you just pull from opposite ends. And eventually you get to a point where you get those legs out really easy. It comes right off like that. And it comes right off on the other side. Boom. And there you have it. That's one half. Like I said, I'm not a pro like these guys, but we're getting a little bit better at it. We're gonna try one the other way after this, where we don't get it wet. That's how I did it last time, and I found it to be just a little bit easier because everything wasn't soaked and slippery. Get it off around these back hind quarters here. There we go. Boom. Kind of gotta get, I don't know if you can see it, but you gotta get in here, and then you can get like a little finger hold in here, and it comes right out. Boom. There it is. So that's that, and then the innards, they just come right out. Yep, they're just like that. Get the rest of it out of the bottom here. What we'll do is we'll just clip it open. There you have it. So what we'll do is we can finish cleaning it up, break through its pelvis here, and get the rest of its innards off of it. Some people will just quarter these. I've done that. On the last one we did that. Some people will cut them into chunks here because you got a lot of good meat in here. I think what we're gonna do is we're just gonna quarter these up. They're nice and easy. It's weird because it's almost like doing a chicken. You get these little tiny pieces. Get up around the hip there. Having something like this makes it easy. You can get right in there and get the bone. Just deal with it when we cook it. That's the back shoulders, or back quarters rather. Here, these front ones are really easy. You can see there's not much holding them on here. We got a little bit of damage here to this one. Get that damaged meat off of there. Clean that up when we get inside. And then there's quite a bit of meat here in the back.